Mojang has just released a video talking about their plans for the Caves and Cliffs update.
So the Caves and Cliffs update will be released in 2 different parts. So
the first release is in the middle of 2021 as originally planned, and the second part is at the end of 2021.
For us, the most important thing is always to just deliver as much player delight as possible.
Saying we hoped to get things done by a certain time frame, but the time frame's slipped. This is why, and this is what it means for you as players. And I think that's a really good step for them to take.
In the first update for the summer, we're going to focus on the blocks and the mobs, and not so much world generation. So blocks would include biome blocks and some building blocks such as deep slate, etc. And mobs will include the axolotl and the goat and the glow squid. Most of the world generation is in part 2, but there'll be a little bit in part 1 as well, such as generation of copper, geodes, things like that.
Okay, so that's good to clarify. So we're getting geodes and we're getting copper generation in the world. So we can mine the copper in the world in survival as of the middle of the year.
So there is one feature that is postponed, even after the holiday release, and that's archaeology.
I was wondering about that. So we haven't heard much about archaeology. We've basically, after the initial announcement, we've heard zilch about it. So I was wondering where this was up to, and it sounds like they weren't sure how to deliver it in a final package form. Maybe they're still trying to flesh out what the archaeology system's actually going to do, and they don't want to add it to the game half-baked, which makes sense.
And the reason is that archaeology is a complete new system, which is very exciting, but that means that we really want to give it the time it deserves so we can make it fun, inspiring, delightful, and Minecrafty.
So they've broken the update into 2 parts. In the middle of the year, they've got basically all of the mobs, all of the biome blocks, and all of the items. You're talking about axolotl, you're talking about glow squid, copper, all the lush cave blocks, all the deep dark blocks. I'm guessing warden as well. That remains unclear. It also means items, things like the telescope and the lightning rod is my understanding. And then later in the year, at the end of the year, end of 2021, we've got the terrain generation, new caves, we've got the new mountains, and we've got the new world height. And then sometime maybe in 2022, we've got archaeology, possibly as part of a 1.19 update. So what does this mean for players on a current world? What it means is if you're planning to restart your world for 1.17, I'm going to assume that the middle of the year is 1.17 and the end of the year is 1.18. So if you're going to restart your world for 1.17, perhaps don't. But if you want to have your next world last more than 6 months, continue your current world beyond 1.17 and just upgrade it, and then do the actual full massive reset for the 1.18, whatever they call it at the end of the year, where they actually have the terrain changes. If you can keep your current world going, hold off until then to do the terrain change and the actual map reset. That would be my suggestion. Otherwise, you're playing a world for just 6 months from the middle of this year until the end of this year, and then you're going to reset again anyway to get the new terrain generation. It seems kind of pointless. So what do you think about this news? Let me know down below what your honest thoughts are. I like how they're providing us with all the information we could possibly need that they can provide at the moment. That's a good thing. Until next time, catch you later.